Can you hear me? We're having dramas tonight already. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? There we go. Got an echo. So, right. There we go. We're having dramas. Let's start again. How you all doing? And welcome to the Midweek Mumble. Right, and if everybody can hear me, we've got Andy Harrop, Real Riders podcast. So I was just saying there that I remember being over in Germany and people were saying that they couldn't legally wash the cars. Don't know whether that was actually true or not, but yeah. John Pell, how you doing, mate? Stevie Extra Rider, Moto Tour Island, how you doing, Muka? John Gilbert. John Gilbert, he's actually on Bruce's podcast, I believe, next week. So that should be interesting. That should be good. Who else we got on? The big fella, Andy GSA Tractor, John Pell. The mic is on there, hopefully. Oh, Nico. Yeah. Biking Critter. Yeah, no audio. There you go. Sorry, that's Gravy Davey. How you doing? Who else is here? Oh, Fentua is here. We've also got Torch as well. I think. Oh, there we go. Up North Biker. How you doing? Right then. So we're gonna bring on our guests now. So Martin's been on before. So Martin is Fentua. So how you doing, Muka? You alright?
Very good, thank you. How are you, Brian?
All good. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Like I say, just a busy day at work. So I literally got back, I don't know, about half an hour, 40 minutes ago. Literally trying to chuck my scoff down my face and get it sorted. And then we've got, and he has been on before, but if you lads are into a lot of kit reviews, bike reviews and stuff like that, we've actually got Matt from DSR. How you doing, Muka? You alright?
First of all, is my mic working?
Yeah, it is.
Yay!
What was it? So literally just a second ago before we come on, all we kept having was like a Dalek. Beep, 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 beep. We don't know what it was. What was it?
I've got back to the DJI mic and it's working now. So.
Oh, sweet as. I don't even know why my mic turned off. It turned off on its own. I don't even know what.
Like I said, mate, you're the problem.
Yeah. Mate, that's a bit. Yeah. I'll just agree. Well,
fact, not opinion.
Yeah. So I hope everybody's okay. Everybody had a decent weekend. Last weekend. I was working Sunday. Saturday, went all the way to Barnstable. That's about a 2-hour drive to pick up 2 donuts for the missus because she's gluten free. Oh, fair play. So just saying there, do you obviously I had a lad of one. I'll come and do a major deep clean on my bike yesterday. So he kind of come over and I sent him a few photos already, and he was just like, "Can you rinse it off for me?" I was like, "No, because it'll make your photos better." You know, it'll make your photos stand out more. But yeah, it was. So he was there for about 6.5 hours cleaning my bike, and to be fair, he done a really good job, a really good job. So, but do you guys wash your bikes yourself, or do you have like this? What's it? I think it's called ceramatic coating done.
So for me, there's a thing called puddles. Yeah. When you go through it, it cleans the bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the last GS ceramic coated from new, literally brand new, and then just give it a quick brush and wash every time it got dirty, and it was fine.
Yeah.
So never really scrubbed it, or the dirt used to fall off fairly quick. It was the gold wheels that were always annoying because the brake dust still stuck to them. So they took most work. Apart from the gold wheels, it was great.
Yeah, well, that's what the problem is with mine at the moment. I think the the edge of the wheels have took a bit of an hammering. Hold on. Right. Eggs.
What have we done? What have we said?
Dog's just stood there. Yeah, so the gold wheels on mine have actually took a bit of an hammering, really. There's a lot of scratches and stuff like that on it. I don't actually, if I'm being brutally honest, obviously I don't clean my bike very often, so I didn't actually realise how bad they actually looked. They come up all right, to be fair, but there is a lot of pitching on them. A lot of the, especially around the edge of the spokes, where the spokes have gone through the wheels. That some of them are really, really bad. So, you know, the thing is, I think for me, I wasn't expecting it to come out as well as it did, if that makes sense. I wasn't expecting it to come out absolutely mint, because I knew what the bike had been through over the last, well, as you can see behind me, what the bike has been through the last, 6 or 7 months. And so, I think that's the main problem that he has is the fact that people book him and expect a brand new bike coming out. And at least he says, like, the chemicals that he uses are really fine chemicals and not harsh to the bike or anything like that. So yeah, mate, intro music, I just left it on, mate. I just thought it'd be all right for people to listen to. If it's pissing you off, then let me know and I'll turn it off.
Paul thinks it's a bit pervy and porny.
I quite like it. Much easier to wash, keep clean after the cinematic character. Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why I did done, because I just thought, like I say, I don't wash it very often. So if I can just give it a quick rinse off and most of it falls on the floor, then you know what I mean. I'm happy with that. So,
the next bike, I've chosen black wheels, not gold. I've optioned black because I've had enough, and it'll be. There's luckily the next door to the BMW dealer. There's a really good ceramic coating guy. That's all he does. And he's got a proper sort of baking room where the bike goes in for 24 hours to bake it on in a nice warm temperature. So yeah, because it won't have been anywhere, they'll wheel it round before they PDI it. It should be quite easy for him to get that coating on nicely. The experience I had, it was a good 3 years of the dirt just falling off at 1250. The last sort of year or so, it's become a bit stickier, especially on the wheels, but it made quite a difference. It makes it so much easier to watch and quicker.
I think when I asked, yeah. I mean, when I spoke to Nigel, he was actually on about the just the mileage, because it's all to do with the ceramic coating is all to do with mileage. So obviously, the less you use the bike, the less dirty it gets, the less mileage it's doing, the easier it is to clean. So, it's kind of catch-22. If you ride your bike a lot, he was saying to me, even a 3-year warranty ceramic coating, if you like my bike now, it's 40,000 miles, 3 years. He went, you should have had a 3-year coating every year because of the amount of miles you're doing. If you're doing over 1,000 miles a month, that you need this coating, that 3-year coating, because it's slightly thicker supposedly. You need that 3-year coating every year if you're doing that amount of miles.
Yeah, but what's the point of having these type of bikes and not taking them out all year round?
Yeah. Well, I'll ride all year round anyway, but I'll get it. But I also get the fact that, like my mate, he rides his bike, and literally he puts his bike away like the end of September. That's him done. He probably rides for 3-4 months a year. That's all he rides. I don't see the point personally, but
I don't see the point. Yeah, sell it and buy a moped.
So Steve is saying there, am I right in saying you have to keep up with the cinematic coating that you have to do done every year? I think it helps. I think if you have it done every single year, it actually helps the bike. It just keeps layering it on, I believe. And and that's what Nigel said to me. Yeah, well, I had the BM done. That's when I brought it. I had the BM done, but I didn't have it done by Nigel. I had it done by somebody else, and he actually come back and applied it a second time for free because I was like, I ain't impressed. I can't see it doing anything. You know, I watch videos of it literally just dropping off the bike, and that when I had mine done, it didn't do anything. It was just fucking tough as hell on the boots. So, yeah, I'm told you saying I'm debating changing from the GS to the GSA, but I keep asking myself, I really need the adventure. I'm not going to ride across 30 miles of a desert. The only thing I'd say is, for me, if you do a lot of touring, then that 30-litre tank is a godsend. Because you can do all day without keep having to fill up. You ain't got to worry about stopping every 110 miles or whatever it is. On the flip side of the coin, it is a big old heavy bike. It is a lot heavier. The GSA is a lot heavier than the GS.
Especially when you're picking it up off-road.
Yeah. Even more so then.
Hey, just you, mate. I drop it every time I take it off-road.
Yeah. Like I say, mate, it's just one of them for me. I just think that in hindsight, now, I wish I'd have gone for the GS, not the GSA, in hindsight. But on the flip side of that coin, when I did the Scottish Little Soldiers run, it was a godsend. Knowing that I'd got like 30 litres in the tank, and then I was carrying another 10 litres spare. So do you know what I mean? I knew that I had 40 litres. I knew that I had a good 600 mile, 600 mile in the tank, knowing that I've not got to stop at a petrol station all day. I can just carry on.
I think
this was music on. Okay.
Yeah, my first GS was 1200, and I didn't really gel with the looks of the GSA 1250, and I was more than happy with the look of the 1250 GS. So I kept with the GS tank range. I didn't see it was a problem. 230 miles I was getting.
Yeah,
not bad, is it? Really?
No.
On a long ride, not bad at all. And then, but now I've ordered the GSA rather than the GS because I don't like. I've ridden both more than twice. I just find there's a significant difference, and I think they're very different bikes now. The GS 1250, the GSA 1250, they're just bigger, but actually felt very similar to ride and quite similar looking. But there's a very big difference, I think, between the GS and the GSA now. So depending on what you like, but I've gone for the big bike, not for the big tank, probably more for the wind protection, the comfort, and a little bit more fuel tank. Nice, but and I think I prefer the looks. And I thought it actually turned in better to the GS.
You see, I've watched a few reviews on the GSA, and there's a hell of a lot of people say that the GSA is actually a better ride than the GS.
Yeah.
A lot of them say that it's a better ride.
Yeah.
So
the GS was definitely quicker because you got less mass there, but I felt it was a bit sort of woolly in the corners. With the GSA, with the extra weight, seemed really planted, and actually I felt more confident cranking it over that bit more. So for me, it was a winner. But I think there's no right or wrong. It depends. You've got to ride them both to decide. That's what I say to people because
I mean, like I'd also the difference between my GS and the GSA on mine, like the earlier one to yours. But like I say, there's a lot of people saying that the 1300 GSA is a lot better riding, and they don't know why because it's the same, everything's the same, so they don't know why. But they're saying it is a better ride. So, but I think once you use the bike,
it did the same route on the GS and then the same route on the GSA. My lean angle was about 2 degrees more on the GSA, according to the trip computer thing, the little angle thing on the display at the end of the ride. So I definitely cranked it more. I felt like I did.
Yeah. Like I say, I think like obviously it depends on your riding style and stuff. But you know, if you wanted to, you can. Well, I can get a lick on mine. When we went to Scotland, that on that clan meet, we was getting a right lick on. There was me, Mark, Alex, and Llama Farmer, all having a good old play on the roads. But yeah, what was on? There you go, CP Carpentry. Have you guys ever tried armor or shields? Ceramatic wash. I've never tried it. Like I said, the one I did, I don't even know what I had on it when I first had my bike. I don't even know what ceramatic coating it was. I just had it put on, but I know it don't work.
I've never had a coating. Mine's got like the thin like film that's been placed on it on certain areas.
Hmm.
But it's not been.
I mean, you can now you can actually see the coating on mine at the moment. I ain't got air, but the best way I can describe it is like it's like oily air. That's the best way I can describe it.
Oily air, right?
Oily air. But yeah, it's it does it. I am impressed with it. Like I say, I had that ceramatic coat to begin with, and I was impressed with the first coat. He did the second coat. Completely different. The dirt fell off straight away, and then I'd say 4 or 5 months after that, it just seemed to start clogging up again. So I never had it done again. I just thought I ain't gonna keep paying. I think I paid about 400 quid to have it done initially. But
so my bike was last cleaned by the salesman at BMW and Dick Lovett.
yeah,
I went and go to a demo ride. And he come out and he saw my bike and it was so dirty. It was like, that offends me. Give me the keys. I'm gonna go wash it. I'm like, cool. Here's the keys.
you washed into that with mine. I don't do that with mine, mate. I rock up on mine. I've got my own parking space around the back where people can't see in Wolverhampton.
Behind the skip.
Yeah. So, but now I've been like when I did the Scottish Little Soldiers run afterwards, they asked me to leave my bike loaded up, and I was like, I finished it on the Friday morning, and they had a show on the Saturday, and they says, can you bring your bike to the show loaded up? And I was like, yeah, sound. So took it to their showroom and all loaded up with my bags on and the tent and all the panniers and everything, and they took it for the day. And they was like, oh, we'll clean it for you. We'll clean it. I was like, no, don't clean it. I don't want it clean. I don't like clean.
Leave it dirty.
Yeah, leave it dirty. It don't matter. It don't bother me. But it's even when I used to race, like all these people are taking chamois to the bikes and stuff like that. And I was like, I ain't bothered. That don't interest me. You know what I mean? As long as my brakes work and the accelerator works, I ain't bothered about nothing else. Let's have a look at this. Never looked the 1300s to find to go. Try the GSA, lovely 40 miles away from the 1250. Keep my 1250 for off-road and more garage queen. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, mate, to be honest. Now it's nice and clean. Mine's just going to be a road bike, and I'm looking at an off-road bike. I ain't going to say the name of the company, but had a bit of a cluster happen, basically. So I've seen a Vogue or a Vogue 300. It was 3,400 quid. So it was like 300 quid under the asking price of a new Vogue. It was one owner and it done something like 350 mile. So I was like, sound, I'm up for that. I'm going to have that. Rang them up, put a deposit on it on the Wednesday. Nothing Thursday. Messaged them twice Thursday. Messaged them twice Friday. Heard nothing. Rang up, nothing. Rang again. They says, oh yeah, the salesman's gone home. Rang on the Saturday. Basically, they sent me the paperwork to have it on the drip, and it was 3,800 and something, and then another 180 quid on the bike on the road cost or something it was called. Yeah. So I was like, mate, what's all this about? I says, because the bike I've put down on is already pre-registered and this, that, and the other, and it come about there's two of us who'd put down a deposit, which off two different salesman people. And instead of ringing us and saying, oh, you know, there's been two deposits put down. Do you know what I mean? Do you want the bike? What do you want to do? Instead, they actually decided for me that I was having a new bike. So I was
That's
just
nice
like,
of
no,
them.
mate. Yeah, so I was just like, no, mate, send me the deposit back. Oh, well, it could actually, you might not get it back. I was going, what do you want about it? I might not get it back. I said, it's your cock up, not mine. You need to sort it out, like, do you know what I mean? So in the end, I got the money back. But absolutely cluster.
It sounds really, really shit.
Cavan Honda Rider. Is that Cavan? Is that anything for part to do with the Cavan Club by any chance? Andrew Mason, how you doing, Andy? You're right.
So just jumping on the Vosge chat. I'm booked in tomorrow for demo the Vosge 900 DSX.
Oh yeah,
my GSA PCP is up September this year, 30 months. So I'm tempted to swap it in for a Vosge, just go rogue.
I do think now, like, if you speak to, I think the best person I've spoke to about these bikes, especially the kind of kind of easy kind of bikes coming in that are a hell of a lot cheaper than anything else on the road, is Stevie Exeter Rider. Because he said to me quite a few months ago, and then when we was talking, because I said to him about the CF motor that I really liked it, this, that, and the other, and he was just like, mate, you need, don't pull the pin, just wait. And I'm glad I did now, because the two people I know that have ordered them, they ordered them November, they put the money down November, beginning of November, then it went to January, then February, now it's March, and now this week they've actually had an email saying that they're having the deposit back because they can't fulfill the order. So pretty poor, really.
Yeah, they're all deposit taken on all the ones around us as well. Because I was looking at the CF moto, I was gonna put the GSA in, like you said, complete road bike, and then get a CF moto 450 as a second off-road bike.
Yeah, well, like I say, that's one of the reasons why I looked at it. One of the main reasons was just the height, because it's a shorter bike. The Husky 7R1, not a bad bike. It's a really good bike, the Husky 7R1. I really like the Huskies. Really, really like the Huskies. Again, more of an off-road bike though. That you couldn't do many miles on the Huskies because of the saddle, the seats are fucking thin on them. You won't be able to do many miles on that. Selfman are not taking oars anymore now. Now, again, I believe that I've heard of a few people leaving abroad because they love them in Spain, absolutely love them in Spain, and now they're saying that they haven't shipping them to Spain now. They've stopped. Basically, they've just stopped up. They've stopped making them. Stopped having any orders. So, which is
strange if they're popular.
Yeah. So there you go. Up North Bike, a Varg Rally pre-registered at 3649 on the road at my local bike shop. Has 3 in stock. Dave Sykes Superbike in Hornen. I'll have a look at that, mate. I'll have a look at that. Because like I say, the only reason why I went for that one, because it was already, it only got 300 mile on, so it hadn't even gone in for his first service. It was absolutely brand new. And he said basically the bloke had took it to do some off-roading, got it home, too tall, sent it back. I was like, "Did you test ride it?" And he was like, yeah, he loved it. He says, but he got it back home and just saying it was too tall for him. They am tall bikes for a short hour. So have you
had a look and sit on one prior or a rider?
Yeah, I've had a rider one. Yeah, they, like I say, they am tall bikes. It's just one of them where if you know you come up to a set of traffic lights, for me, I mean, I've only got a 30-inch inside leg. So for me, I had to kind of shift my arse to one side. So half my arse cheek was kind of off the bike to get my foot down. But the stance underneath the bike is a hell of a lot. If you're going to be doing any off road, I think if you're on the budget, I think that's the bike to go for. If I'm being brutally honest.
How much do you reckon the new BMW 450 concept is going to be?
$7,500. I'm going to go for.
They look good though.
They need to keep it low enough to become competitive against the CF Moto. They've got to keep it low, and they can't go like 8.5.
Isn't it 2 cylinder at BMW?
Say that again, Martin.
Isn't the BMW 450 that they're proposing going to be a twin?
Yeah, it's going to be a twin. Yeah,
So it's going to be probably quite poke. Yeah, quite.
It's still going to be quite pokey, but
heavy.
they reckon it's going to be quite heavy though. They reckon it's going to be like about 189 kg. No, and that's not wet. That's dry.
A lot.
So then obviously you got to put all your oils in, all your fuel. Where if you look at like the Vosges or something like that with wet, it's like 100. I think about 136 wet, which is a massive difference. And that this is why people are saying about this new KTM 390R that they're on about bringing out, which is a bit more off-roady looking kind of bike.
It looks good. I just don't trust KTM.
Mate, I don't think KTM will go bump. Somebody will step in, or something will happen where they won't be able to go bump, mate, because they're too big. They're too big. In this day and age, mate, they won't be able to do it because they've got too many bikes out there.
I still don't trust them. I've had too many problems with KTMs.
I mean, I only know two people have had KTMs, and they both had dramas with the electrics.
I think for a rider like me who's not very fast off road, in fact very slow, the little Honda 300 is absolutely spot on. But I would guess that someone who's got some good riding skill on the and things like that. So it depends what you want, really, doesn't it? What's the Vogue, whatever it's called? What's the power of that? Is it?
I don't know. It's a lot. I think it's only something like fucking 40 brake horsepower. If that, it's only a 300.
That's a lot more than Honda. Honda's 27.
I don't know, Matt. That was a guess. That was a guess. I don't know what it is.
28 brake horsepower.
Yeah, about the same as Honda then. So it's going to be a nice, gentle green lane, plenty of power for the likes of me, but it's going to bore someone to death who's skilled.
I mean,
for the
like,
price, it's a bargain.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're like me, a bit of a novice off-roader, and you could buy it outright, then it'd be a decent buy. But like, if you're gonna, if like me, you're gonna have it on the drip for a couple of years, I'm actually thinking, is it worth getting the 300, or is it worth just going to get a 450? Because at least then I got to look at changing it in 12 months because I feel it's underpowered, or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be putting something on the drip for 2 years and then in 12 months I want to change it. So
problem with me is I'm 6'1" and I ain't light. So the 300, I just think just wouldn't have enough. That's why I was looking at that 450. I feel like that's like the sweet spot. Enough power, enough suspension to hold me, but not too heavy and easy to ride off road, isn't it?
Look, well, that's one of the reasons why I went for the CF Moto, because everybody who's done an off-road review on there absolutely loves it. They absolutely rave about it. But it's like when I spoke to Stevie about it, Stevie was just like, just wait out. And I'm glad I did now, because I nearly put a deposit down. I'm glad I did.
Forget about it. It will turn up when it turns up, won't it?
Yeah, I know. But when you fucking want to get out and it's still a year after 4 or 5 months of putting your money down, it's just how great, is it?
So there's one second-hand one on Auto Trader, and I think it was like 6,600.
What I'm the new?
China's luck. Auto Trader.
Yeah, but what I'm the new? Yeah, but what I'm the new?
Oh, sorry, 5.7. Do you know what I mean? He knows it. It's second hand. It's got like 2,000 miles on it, and he wants $1,000 more than brand new. But there's none available.
Mate, that's cheeky. That is it. That's Mate, that's a fucking fair play. Fair play to him. And I bet you a tenner he's had interest in it. I bet you.
100%.
You a tenner.
I've
had it.
It's in the garage right now.
Yeah. But that 300. That's what I kind of wanted. But I'm actually now just thinking I'm gonna buy a 450 and then just be done with it. And at least then I can, I'm going to keep that for a fair, 2 years, 3 years then. Because
I
they were
want something
saying,
that still do a little bit of riding. But I don't want to like a Honda 300 or a 250, and like the green lanes near me are Salisbury, an hour away.
yeah,
Like, I don't want to rag it for an hour just to do some off roading. Do you know what I mean? Like I want something that can handle the road riding to the off road points.
you see, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of the people I speak to, because that's the same as me, mate. I've got a ride for, I live in Wolverhampton, so for me to get anywhere, I've got to ride an hour to get it to any decent lanes. Do you know what I mean? So, a lot of these people are telling me about the T7, the Tenere, because I'm like, it's light, it's nimble, it's not a big heavy bike. It's a 700. You can do the road riding, you can do the off road riding. It's capable. It's more capable off road than it is on road. So, it's that's what a lot of the people are telling me.
I would say that with 300L, I mean, I've been out on 150-mile days on it, but at the time, but it's not.
Yeah.
Gets up to 70 miles an hour. It's comfortable. Well, as long as you've got some padded underwear, and you're okay. Also, it's just very, very easy to ride. Keeps up with traffic. You're not going to be overtaking things, but if the car's doing 50, you can get by it okay. Gets anywhere no problem. But I don't know about other bikes. Well, I actually like it for road riding. It's a lot of fun, especially on little tiny roads.
I mean, I think that's the thing. You like, everybody wants that sweet spot. Everybody wants the weight of a 300, but something with a bit of balls in it that you can. But you want the power of a 600. If you could, like, for example, buy a T7 and have two maps on it and a switch, and have an off-road map and a road map, for example, I think you'd be ideal. I think that would be a game changer, and have it remapped. So, but yeah, I think it is well. I don't know, because if you ask Biking Critter, who's on here now, he's got a T7. He takes that off road, and he rides it on the road. I was only with him last weekend or the weekend before. So, and he rides that on the road and he does off road. So, you kind of, I suppose also it's knowing what lanes you're going to be doing.
2 seconds.
It's all right. It's also knowing what lanes you're going to be doing.
Tesco deliveries here. Back in a minute.
Fair play. If you're going to be doing like the tracks I did, that's they was pretty gnarly. But to learn, you need like a 300, I'd say. I have a 230cc green liner. Okay for the ride out, great for lanes, no good for the ride back when you just want to get home. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like I say, for me, I've got no trails, nothing around here. I've got to get into Wales to do anything. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to have something that's that's good with both. I must admit, I've been watching a few channels now, and Gavin's saying this, right? So I watched a channel the other day, and he was just saying that he sold his road bike and he's bought I think he's bought a 300L, off-road bike, and he's saying that he's basically his channel's changing and this, that, and the other. And I was reading I was quite shocked because I was reading some of the comments, and there was 36 comments on there, and at them 36 comments, there was 23 that said that they was leaving his channel because he was doing off-roading. And I was really shocked at that. I was really shocked that people.
As YouTubers, we get a following, and if we dare to change or do a slightly different video, it's quite interesting. I put one on riding my push bike from the summer, from this holiday. on. It hasn't had many views. Actually, no one unsubscribed, which I was a bit surprised, but
Yeah.
you really do see a difference if you go out of what people are used to seeing.
Yeah.
You get pissed off. How dare you do something else?
Well, it's like it was quite strange. Some of the comments was because there was all like, "Oh mate, I ain't," and there was a lot of negative comments. Well, not negative, but a lot of comments just saying, "Mate, we like you too, as we like your daily rides," because he did like a daily ride, like a 10-minute daily ride even. And that's what they were saying, mate. We enjoy these rides. We enjoy this. This is what we've joined for. We are joined to watch off-roading. I think he'd had his channel about 4 years. I think he'd got about 2,000 subs, something like that. And he's just saying, he wants to try the off-roading, this, that, and the other. It's his channel, which I accept. It is his channel at the end of the day. But like I say, out of that 30 odd comments, mate, there was like say 23. I think there's 36 comments, and out of them there's 23 that was quite like, yeah, that's me done. I ain't watching you because you're moving off to off road. I ain't watching you. I ain't doing it. And I was like, I was really shocked at that the fact that people were willing to sit there and just say, yeah, I'm going to unsubscribe because you're doing off roading. So, it's.
Yeah, I think Bruce Teapot One, he's been saying he wants to cycle around Britain, but he's concerned that his followers may shrink a bit. But then, if you want to do it, yeah.
I must admit, I think
I'll watch.
It'd absolutely crucify his channel because it'd take him. It'd take him months and months. Well, when I did the Scottish Little Soldiers run, it was 4,763 miles. I did in 10 days. So you imagine doing that on a push bike? You're only going to be doing probably 100.
It's going to take a while.
Probably 100 miles a day. That's all you're going to manage. Probably 100, 150 miles a day.
If you're lucky.
Do you know what I mean? And that's like I say, that's if you're lucky. Once you get up into Scotland, mate, and you're going up and down the mountains, fucking no chance.
You'd have to have a backlog of footage and other videos to come out in between. Like you'd have to prep for that.
I reckon that'd take him a good. I reckon that'd take him a good 4, 5, 6 months to cycle around the UK. I'd say.
Yeah.
But
did you watch a video around the four corners of the UK for 48 hours?
Would you watch him? Would you watch him cycle around the UK? Because I wouldn't.
Me? Yeah, I would.
I think I'd watch the set off and then watch the ones where he puts up that he's struggling. Apart from that, I don't think I'd be interested in it, if I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Yeah.
So my favourite YouTuber is Wiltshire Man. He does quite a lot of cycling. He does camping, walking, and motorbike.
Oh, Wiltshire Man. Is he the one that I don't want to sound disrespectful. Has he had like a stroke or something? Is that him?
No, I think he had a brain.
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah. He looks like he's one side of his face is dropped.
Serious.
Yeah, he does all sorts. So he does.
I think he had a brain.
Yeah, he does walking, cycling, fucking rambling, dogging, everything.
Yeah. That's it, I know. People, when they subscribe, depending on what you're doing, they'll subscribe to you or the type of content you're making. So, like you're saying, like with just doing road riding, people subscribe to that, and then you start doing off-road, people don't want to see it. Actually, if they're subscribing to you, does it really matter what you're doing?
Yeah. But
no, you're quite right.
But I suppose, but I suppose as a small channel, you've almost got to keep your subs entertained and feeding on what they want to have, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? Because like I say, that bloke literally said, "I've sold my road bike. I'm doing off-roading now," and his channel's fucking plummeted. He's lost probably 150 subs that day because there was loads of
someone who's got a CF Moto, and that's what his videos were for the last year. He just sold the CF Moto for a KTM, and straight away someone was like, "Oh, I was only here for the CF Moto, so I'm going to unsubscribe."
Okay, it's horses for courses. But I think if you start off as like I did, as a tourer, as in going to the tours, then if you're going to do something different, you've got to filter it in slowly. You've got to, just so people are going to get used to it. That bloke's literally just come out the blue and said, right, no more tours. I'm doing off-roading. That's it. His channel's completely just stopped and started something else. But
Things like,
you know
I
what
kind of blame you.
my son's. I been pestering my son to start a YouTube channel. Go on, well, I'm getting a few quid a month from the old adverts. That could be quite. Oh, look how much money? Oh, 80 quid every month. So he started exactly a month ago, I think yesterday. And I said, don't worry about the content. Do lots of variety of content, all the things you like, but just he had more subs than me in a month. I've had about 50 or 60 subs. He's had 80 in the last month. He's ahead, and he's only just started it.
Yeah, I think it's the audience. I think it's the audience as well.
Because a few young women watching it.
Yeah, I think these younger riders that are coming through now, I'm seeing a lot of people literally just on 125s, and like I mentioned, I've watched a couple of them. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get you're gonna get your big bike and all this. And I'm like, no, I ain't interested. I've got my big bike license, but I just want to ride 125s. I'm like, fair play to you. Do you know what I mean? But the channel's doing good. Danny's saying my T7.
I think your channel, I think, Brian, I think got quite a following yourself for your personality. Probably more so than the bikes, or as much as. That's how I look at it. So I think you could probably play around and do some different stuff if you wanted to. Same with biking, and I don't think you lose viewers as long as you're in it.
Yeah. Look, oh, he's gone.
Out of here.
Yeah. He's boring me. He was really. His internet's gone or something. No, like you were saying there about if they're invested in you, do you know what I mean? And I kind of felt sorry for that channel. He's put his heart and soul into a channel, and then he's saying, "Oh, I'm doing off road," and then like literally 150 that day had dropped out, and you kind of think, "Oh man, I feel sorry for you there." But I do think you've got to keep your channel structured on what it is. You've got to keep coming up with some kind of format.
I try and do obviously the bike reviews. That's like the main staple of the channel. But I also like doing like techie stuff. I like doing the unboxing and the settings and like the videos that I know aren't going to do well on the channel, but I like doing them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I mean, but you've got a good chat. You've got a good channel count now. Well, what are you on about? 7,500 now.
Like 7, 8, I think.
Yeah. So you got a decent a decent amount there looking. Yeah, I must admit, people sign up for PK, not the bike. Yeah, I do try and keep things light-hearted, have a laugh, and just I try and be me. Do you know what I mean? Bit of messing about, bit of swearing, and that's about it. Do you know what I mean? Try and keep it as light-hearted as possible.
I almost unsubscribed from you when you shaved your beard off. Didn't like it.
Did you feel insecure with yours?
Hey, this is like 2 years growth. This I can't grow it. I accept it. Know what you want? All right. Look at all this. I can go to a barber's, and this will be back in a week.
Fair play. I'm jealous. However, there's Captain fucking Jack Sparrow.
Earlier, you asked us about the weekend, and
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Earlier, you asked about the weekend. What did we get up to? And of course, it was a bit shit here. But girlfriend decided Oh, on Sunday, should we go shopping in Norwich? If you know where Norwich is, arse end of nowhere. Anyway, I want some new boots. So if we go around every shoe shop in Norwich. Great. Hope she's not watching. Anyway, you heard the sports bike shop. They just opened a shop in Norwich, just down the road a bit. So I said, there's a little shop I want to pop in. So we went in there. I got my own back. So so I didn't mind too much as long as we ended up at sports bike shop before they shut.
Fair play. Fair play.
So that was my
It's like up north bike are saying I should do reviewing on an AOC review. Oh fucking mate, them are pissing me off. Even now, I keep giving them. I keep. They all just keep coming on, and I'm just like, mate, this is fucking breaking me. You know what I mean? You got people with like fucking 8 subs doing an OAC review. Here's my code. Oh, fucking stop, please. Fucking stop sending them out because they're fucking breaking me. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, it's done now. It's done to death. It's been going on for the last 4 months with IOC, and what was the other one?
But that was like Chiggy, wasn't it? Chiggy was the same.
Chiggy.
I've got one. I've done a review.
Hold on. Just a minute.
Mate, fucking breaking me. Honestly, that's all that comes. He must listen to me. YouTube must and think, oh, we'll piss him off today. He's in a bad mood. We'll piss him off.
You got one of those? Oh, it's not going to repeat it. I've got a free one. Look. Carpuroid.
Carpuroid. That's another fucker. Carpuroid.
Yeah, done that.
Yeah.
Next.
I don't normally. It's the first ever freebie I've been sent and agreed to because I can't be asked to do things like that. But I thought actually it looks quite good, and it did work quite well. So I'm quite happy, really. I didn't mind making a video for them. It was a crap video, and it's not. I think it's had about 900 views, so I guess it's not so bad. But yeah, it was an afternoon's work making a video to get a free nav that I actually quite like. So it's okay.
Yeah, I'm for.
Go
Sorry,
on.
this is not Piggy Bike Alive, all right? I'm all for doing reviews of things that I want or things I'm going to use, or do you know what I mean? Like if it's just, you're probably saying we get emails all the time about like sports bras. I mean, I know I need them, but I'm not on the channel. But I'm all for like digging things. If I need it on the bike, I'll do it.
Yeah, because actually, I was even thinking I was thinking of one of these with Chiggy, and I thought, and they suddenly sent me an email. I thought, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind doing the review to pay for it. Fine, but I wouldn't. That's the only one I've ever done, and also, I'd rather buy stuff and then be critical of it if I want to be that it's crap or good because you paid your money.
See, that's the difference.
So
I can't afford to buy stuff.
I must admit, I got an email and I just emailed them back and it just says I think you've got the wrong channel. I don't do reviews. What I do is if I buy something and I think it's worthwhile getting, then I'll speak about it and I'll talk about it. For example, when I've done the Kai stuff in the past, I've had Kai since I've had the BM. I've had him 3 years now, and they're the best kit on the market. I think so, and that's why I buy it. Yeah, that's why it's a little bit more expensive than most of the other stuff, the heated gear, but I know it works. So I don't mind. I don't mind spending my money on that. It don't bother me. But I'm not a review channel. Do you know what I mean? My channel is just about fucking bikes, really. About me chatting, and that's about it, really. So, But if something's good, if I enjoy something, or I think something's worthwhile, and other people can benefit from it, then I won't say a review, but I'll have a talk about it. Do you know what I mean? I might do a bit of a shot in the garage like I used to do before, and have a bit of a chat about it in the garage. But I am a review channel. But
I'm probably going to review a few more chip shops and pubs on my channel. That's what I was thinking.
I'm off the beer at the minute. Anyway. I'm off the beer at the minute. I'm on the old Dr. Pepper yard. So I've
have
done
lime brew or something. Yeah.
so I've done, what day is it? So it's 31 in January. I'm on the 12th now, so I've done 43 days. So I'm nearly halfway there. Another week and I'm halfway there. So I've had one. I've had one night. Yeah, I've had one night, which was
No Guinness.
none. I had 4 Guinness Zero. And I don't like it. I was just like, I can taste the difference between Guinness Zero and Guinness. So I was just like, I'm going to drink them because I ain't going to waste them, but it don't taste the same at all. People say it's close. It's fucking night and day for me. But on the flip side of the coin, I drink a lot of Guinness, so I probably would now.
If you do decide you can come to Swindon, we need to send a message to the Premier in that you can make sure they've got enough Guinness for Brian. Otherwise, it'll run out again, like it did in Scotland.
That was funny in Scotland. That was funny in Scotland. There was me and a few of us having a good drink of the Guinness, and then he come out. The barman come over to me and went, "Just to let you know, we've run out of Guinness." I was like, "What?" He went, "Yeah, mate." He says, "We've had a barrel into this morning, and it's gone. You've fucking drunk it." Like, "You got to get something tomorrow?" He's like, "No, we had you a delivery till Sunday." I was like, "Jesus Christ!" So we ended up on that. What was it called? Shipyard or something. We ended up on. It was all right. It was all right. I think Bruce just needs to inform there's Guinness drinkers. Yeah, I've only had Dr. Pepper because of fucking kids had it. Just top it. Oh mate, would you pop your car stop? Fucking get the fucking Pringles out.
Pringles are a Christmas treat.
Yeah, I gave up dry January. Just love to drink too much. Got a Jura 10, my right hand now, and I'm happy as a big shit. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. The thing was, I think I was getting to the point where I didn't know when to stop. I just carry on drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. So, cheers everyone. See you later, Todd. See you later. So just now, Todd is here. If you like these live streams and stuff like that, he does. Todd does one on a Sunday with a lad called Kime and Go. So, yeah.
There we go. It's
check him out on Sunday.
Screen.
Oh, there you go. It's that combat jacket we can't see you.
Storm, lovely.
Oh, like I said, at the minute, I've had one night where I actually really fancied a beer, and then I really fancied one after that. If I'm being brutally honest, I feel all right. Andy Mason Fencer, you still got the jigs of? Did you got the GSX 1400?
Yeah. Never sell it. 23 years.
Scotland is best. Quit drinking. Cole Sparky. Evening, mate. Cole Sparky. 8 years ago, I stopped smoking last November. Yeah, that's the same as well. I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking a fucking few years ago. But yeah.
Actually,
right then, lads,
this is
we've
quite
been on
smoky.
50. It's quite a lot of smoky.
Smell the smoke. Yeah, it's Taliska's quite the peat. Yeah, where they've malted. I don't know what they do. Yeah, it's good. I've only had a sip.
I'm on Talaska Dark Storm at the minute. Never fucking heard of that, Andy. Talaska Dark Storm. Nice bite, those 1400s. Good lad. We never sell mine too. Yeah. So, yeah. We've been on 50.
You never sell a 1400.
What you got?
Beaky, what's the best bike you ever
owned? For looks, was probably the KTM RT8. It's all right. It's me.
What about you, Martin?
What's that? I could hear an echo.
So what's the best bike you've ever owned?
Oh, the XR 1000. Or the MXR, sorry. M1000 XR, sorry. Definitely the best.
Very nice.
It's just mega.
For me, a Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory. That thing was naughty.
I must admit, I had a go of. I had when I was in Spain. I had a go at the MV Augusta, the 675 MV Augusta. That thing was like a fucking rocket ship. Absolutely amazing bike, and I've always wanted one.
Should have
The
tried,
MV Augusta.
should have tried the Bracciali 1100. That thing went like a fucking rocket.
See you later. See you later. So, like I say, we've been on 57 minutes, so we're going to knock it on the head in a bit. But yeah, like I say, that when I crashed that KTM RC8, it was just too powerful for me, too big, too powerful for me at the time. I think I'd only passed my test about 2 years. It was just fucking. It was just massive monster machine. It was. I was chasing an R1. And I was just like fucking run out. Got into the corner and just fucking ran out of talent.
Play silly games, win silly prizes.
Yeah, 100%. So then I started doing track days after that, just to try and calm myself down. But yeah, right then I'm going to say a few.
Yeah, but in terms of is best bike giving the most smiles, or your best bike? Because not.
I'd say my most smiles would be the GS because it took me to the most places.
Yeah.
So I'd never
my
done.
most smiles would be my Harley.
How about you, Matt?
Not
what would you say?
So I had my MT10 for 4 years out in Cyprus, and perfect bike for the roads out there. I mean, there's no cops, no speed cameras, traffic's little. You can have fun no matter where you're going, and there's a lot of like mountain passes up to the top as well. So MT10 was a great bike.
Yeah. Fair play.
Yeah, most smiles.
Smiles per mile.
On the monkey bike, we had a monkey bike as a pit bike to taz around on. We made a little like trailer so we could put our wheels in the back. We can get the wheels changed and everything when we first had it. So
I'd have a monkey bike if I had a bunch of mates that had one as well.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool if there's like fucking 3 or 4 of you who got them and you could go on tours and stuff like that. Like you'd have a right laugh. Calm down. You could have a right laugh. Right then, we're going to roll in now. So I was going to say a few thank yous to the people who've joined us on the side chat, which I really do appreciate. Because like I say about you guys on the side chat and you two guys, this wouldn't have happened. So thank you, really, really appreciate it. So we've had Andy Arapon. We've also had Real Riders Podcast, John Powell, Moto Tour Island, John Gilbert, Andy GSA Tractor. We've got an echo somewhere. Fentua, Backroad Tourist, Exeter Rider, Paul Sparrow. If you guys see anybody I've missed, just give them a shout out. Mr. Curo, Up North Biker, Dave Ashpole. I'll message you later, Dave. Pecos Paul, CP Carpentry, Touch 29. Like I say, if you're into the live streams, he does a live stream on a Sunday at 8. So check him out. Paul Sparrow. I don't know if I said Paul Sparrow. Cavan Honda Rider. Dave Ramsey. Riding Through Grief as well. Also, come on. He's a good channel. He does podcasts and live as well. Just trying to scroll through as quick as I can. Biking Critter also come on. Moto Born Virginia also come on. Obviously from America. and I think Andy Mason. I think that's about it. Right then, guys. Like I say, appreciate it. Really do. Like I say, without you guys, this wouldn't happen on a Wednesday. I'll be sat here talking to myself, which I do most days. So it's nice to talk to
For
somebody.
the rest of the night.
So, yeah, honestly, guys, cheers and thank you. Really appreciate it. So, as usual, all stay safe, keep your family safe. All doing one thing, which is smile. Thank you very much, Muckers. So, until the next time, that's me, the Peaky Biker out. See you all soon.